Do you want to be like Jesus? To experience the power he had, the life he lived? If so, listen to this devotional, written by Ellen G. White. This is my Father's world, and to my listening ears, all nature sings, and round me rings the music of their spheres. This is my Father's world. I rest me in the thought of rocks and trees, of skies and seas. His hand that wonders wrought. Thank you so much for joining us for this devotional. This month we will be discussing and looking at the relation that we have to the natural world. And so the month of August covers the natural world. What are we to learn from the natural world about Jesus? And so thank you so much for tuning in into this devotional. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. That's found in Genesis chapter 1 and verse 10, New King James Version. The Father and the Son engaged in the mighty, wondrous work they had contemplated of creating the world. The earth came forth from the hand of the Creator exceedingly beautiful. There were mountains and hills and plains, and interspersed among them were rivers and other bodies of water. The earth was not one extensive plain. Its surface was diversified with hills and mountains. These, however, were not high and rugged as they now are, but regular and beautiful in shape. The bare, high rocks were never seen upon them, but lay beneath the surface, answering as bones to the earth. The waters were regularly dispersed. The hills, mountains, and very beautiful plains were adorned with plants and flowers and tall, majestic trees of every description, which were many times larger and much more beautiful than trees now are. The air was pure and healthful, and the earth seemed like a noble palace. Angels beheld and rejoiced at the wonderful and beautiful works of God. After the earth was created and the beasts upon it, the Father and Son carried out their purpose, which was designed before the fall of Satan, to make human beings in their own image. They had wrought together in the creation of the earth and every living thing upon it. And now God says to his Son, "Let us create man, let us make man in our image." As Adam came forth from the hand of his Creator, he was of noble height and of beautiful symmetry. He was more than twice as tall as men now living upon the earth, and was well proportioned. His features were perfect and beautiful. His complexion was neither white nor sallow, but ruddy, glowing with the rich tint of health. Eve was not quite as tall as Adam. Her head reached a little above his shoulders. She too was noble, perfect in symmetry, and very beautiful. This sinless pair wore no artificial garments. They were clothed with a covering of light and glory, such as the angels wear. While they lived in obedience to God, this circle of light enshrouded them. Although everything God had made was in the perfection of beauty, and there seemed nothing wanting upon the earth which God had created to make Adam and Eve happy, yet he manifested his great love to them by planting a garden especially for them. This beautiful garden was to be their home, their special residence. The signs of the times, January 9th, 1897. Thank you so much for listening to this devotional. My prayer is that you will be just like Jesus. Be sure to join us tomorrow as we continue on our journey to know about Jesus.